Let's do this.
So, guys?
You look great, Dora.
My favorite part of your new look is the hair. It looks very accurate.
You are now ungrounded for 12 eternities.
Yeah, I'm grounded!
Fucking, did you hear what they said? Ike. We need to leave now.
No.
Make grounded videos. Wow, this is so much better than the dumb Holiac videos. 125 characters remaining.
I will show you that the world is much bigger than your mother freaking hyperbolic ball hairs you were. I'm so mother freaking sorry. Mom, I did not mean to eat the grounded video maker. He was just doing his job. I had to come and eat him. Now he will never get to watch Big Hero 6 ever again. What freaking show me your to your room. Thanks for watching. I will now return to my residence in your computer. Kalu TLTLiac making of the Gaka life and becoming a bad strawberry user? Oh? No.
I'm a bad user, I suck up.
OMG guys, I don't want to be a bad user guys, I am so sorry.
Me I'm so sorry, me I'm so sorry, me I'm so sorry, me I'm so sorry.
Join Gacha Life or else you're a smelly bad user. Also toilet paper will be on your house if you don't gacha.
Oh my god! Aliak is going into the bad user farm, also known as Gacha Life. This is so funny. Unlike potatoes, which is not funny.
Well, this is a nice folding chair cult room. I shall now live here to make epic Gacha Life animations and become a bad user and get grounded.
In the mail. It's time for epic sex even though the creator is only 4 years old.
Me I'm so sorry. I wonder how much Fortnite V-Bucks I have. Well, me am broke on V-Bucks. Oh no, no, what we do now, no, no, what we do now, no, no, what?
You can literally just get a job. Freaking LOL. Give me drink why dink why or I shrink why you're pink why.
Starve. You be fried.
Ooh. Ooh.
will now sell fake VHS. Har har har.
Yes. I just ordered a Simpsons VHS. It looks legitimate and real. No. I got the VHS.
You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. Yo. I get grounded every day. Yeah, it's like a grounded buffet. I get all the girls and guys. Yeah, I'm that fly. Some kid at school told me to jump off a cliff, so I took his advice. Quick. Oh, and one more bit of advice. I disrespect your cookie. So go away. Alyak and the 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 I need plasticine surgery. Strawberry shit cake. Oh no, I'm fat. My parents will kill me. Poopy everywhere. Poopy in my underwear. Poopy here at strawberry shit cake.
Get over here right now.
Q, how dare you crap on Eric yet again? That's it, grounded for life. Go to room and never come out until ungrounded.
My voice is Jennifer. I think I will go to McDonald's. Q mustache. Oh no, microwave explodes. Strawberry shit cake.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom Sanchez. You likely do not know who I am, but that's alright. I am part of the research team for the United States Antarctic Program, which is a program from the United States government that conducts scientific research in Antarctica every single year. Me and a team of around a few hundred people are going to be heading down there very soon and will likely be there for around 2.5 months. Considering the winter is approaching soon, there are not many people down there at the moment, making it a perfect time to conduct their research. Usually there are not a lot of people there to begin with anyway, but occasionally there are tourist expeditions in the warmer months of the year. But to be specific on what we are doing, we will be conducting research on the effects of global warming on the ice caps and the glaciers down there, along with the native wildlife. Speaking of native, being a native to Minnesota, I know what it's like to have extremely cold winters, but I've heard the weather up here is nothing compared to the frigid temperatures of the Antarctic. I'm making this recording as a way to see how much changes in the coming months. I guess we'll just have to see how much different everything is by the time I come back, which will be sometime in mid-January of 2021. I will be posting this online. I hope anyone that cares will check in with me. So I guess I'll see you in a couple months.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Itasca County Police Department. A law enforcement warning has been issued for the city of Grand Rapids, Minnesota until further notice. At around 1 p.m. today, law enforcement agencies reported on a dangerous individual residing within the address of 1014 Hale Lake Lane in northern Grand Rapids. Authorities at this time have not stated the reasoning as to why they are after this individual, but it is believed to be a domestic dispute. It is unknown if this individual is armed. Due to this lack of knowledge of the situation, all residents in the area are advised to remain indoors at this time. Do not interfere with law enforcement, as doing so could put the lives of you and anyone around you in danger. It is also asked that you remain away from windows and that you do not attempt to observe this event. This is due to the potential of a shootout if this individual is armed. Authorities plan to take action on this house within the next 15 minutes. Please remain indoors until an all clear is given. Your cooperation is appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Hello again, everyone, and my name is Tom Sanchez. If you don't remember me, I was a member of the United States Antarctic Program, and I had left for the continent of Antarctica around 2 months ago now. Maybe about 2.5. I just got back today and I'm hoping to rest up. But before I do, I would like to share some of my findings with y'all. It was a brutal 2 months, but we learned a lot. It seems that the melting rate of the ice caps and glaciers in the Antarctic is increasing at nearly a record rate. This also seemed to displace a lot of animals, which is somewhat abnormal. In previous years, it was reported there was actually a good amount of wildlife that could be seen relative to it being, Antarctica and it being so damn cold. But we really didn't see all that much in the 2 months we were there. Although the ones we did see were abnormally aggressive. No one was hurt, but animals such as penguins, seals, seabirds, and other Antarctic life seemed to want to go after us for some reason. This is extremely strange behavior, and we brought back some samples of animal DNA to hopefully help figure out what was going on. But overall, it was a good experience, and hello? Who is that?
This is the state police. Please open the door.
State police? What is the problem, officers?
Sir, we need to come inside your home immediately. This is important.
Do y'all have a warrant to come in? You can't just bust into my house. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, sir, but you have to come with us.
You can't do this. This is illegal.
So we need you to remain calm and follow our orders. We're just doing what we have to do here.
What do you mean you're doing what you have to do? Can you at least tell me what's going on?
Hello everyone, my name is James Bold with First Coast Weather and News. Today, we have a very special story to cover, one that has made national headlines. On the afternoon of January 20th, 2021, 28-year-old Tom Sanchez was taken into police custody for a still unknown reason. For the past 3 days, he has been under the care of medical staff at the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Reportedly, state police had brought him to this hospital under orders from the governor. Not much is known as to why this is, but he's here to talk with us today about his situation. According to Tom, He's not really supposed to be talking about this situation with others, but in his words, well, it's an eye for an eye in this world. Speaking with us now is former United States Antarctic Program member, Tom Sanchez. Hello, Tom. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, James, I can hear you pretty well, actually.
Great. So, what has been going on the past few days?
Well, James, it's been very strange here, to say the least. Ever since they brought me to this hospital, I've been very isolated from everyone else. I've not been allowed to see another person other than the medical staff. They've also run a number of blood tests on me, but haven't exactly explained what those are for at the moment. But when they do come to take my temperature, my vitals, or the blood test, they usually come in wearing full-body suits and facial masks. I suspect this is probably due to other illnesses going around right now, though, but who knows?
Interesting. So will you be pursuing legal action against the state police once you get out of this situation?
That is a possibility I may pursue, but I haven't really had time to think about that. I've been a bit busy here.
Ah, I hear you. So, do you have any idea on why they may have been keeping you there?
I do think I have some idea. I believe they think I brought back some sort of disease or something from the Antarctic.
Do you know what that disease may be?
Not a clue at all, James, but I have been feeling a bit under the weather recently. I've had a cough, fever, congestion in my head and chest, along with other physical issues I'd rather not get into on a radio show. Though it may just be the stress of the situation, I've also been at a very strange place mentally as well.
What do you mean by that? In what sense do you feel strange?
Well, I've just felt very angry. Unusually angry. And I'm usually a pretty cool-headed person. And sure, this whole situation sucks, but it feels incredibly hard to keep my cool most times. The staff here have been very kind to me, but even then, sometimes I just want to tell them to fuck off and leave me alone. I know it would be a pretty typical reaction to be upset by all this, but this level of frustration seems way off from how I usually handle things.
I see, Tom, and I'm sorry to hear that. Anything else about these bouts of anger that seem abnormal to you?
Yes, actually. I feel like when I get angry, I can almost feel it running in my veins, almost as if straight heat is just coursing through my body. Also, my heart, it's so damn weird. I know it's normal for your heart rate to increase when you're angry or upset, but I feel like it's about to explode out of my chest when I get angry. This whole situation is immensely terrifying.
I see. Well, Tom, it's been great talking with you, and I hope you have a speedy recovery from whatever is affecting you.
Thank you, James. Thank you for having me on to tell my story. Hopefully you guys don't get in trouble with the authorities because of this. And I hope you stay safe out there. Have a good day. Bye.
Well, there you have it, folks. That was Tom Sanchez. I can definitely hear the frustration in his voice with this entire situation. But who knows what will come from all of this? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. This has been a special report from First Coast Weather and News. Have a great day, everyone.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
Look, man, I really need to get out of here. I haven't seen my family in a week, and I'm sure they've been worried sick about me.
Tom, I understand your pain. But please, we need you to stay here.
Do you understand me, though? This entire situation has been terrible and terrifying for me. And other than the radio interview I did the other day, it feels like no one else here gives a damn about me.
But we do. That's why we're keeping you here. Look, Tom, we think you may be very ill, and this could be serious.
Alright, well, can you tell me what's wrong with me then?
Unfortunately, I can't at this point. We are still trying to figure that out.
Well, then why the hell am I even still here? Did y'all make no progress in the past week?
Sir, you need to calm down. It's bad for your health.
You know what? I won't calm down. I'm going to leave here and you can't stop me. I decide my path in life, not you.
Tom, I highly advise against that. But you're right, I can't hold you here against your will. I do have to say though, if you leave, you could be endangering a lot of people.
Why are you being so vague about this shit? It's really starting to get on my nerves. Why can't you just tell me what's wrong with me?
Honestly, while we still aren't sure what is wrong specifically, we think we may have an idea. But if we tell you the truth, it may hurt you.
You know what? Fuck your truth. Fuck your stupid research on me. I'm not gonna be your goddamn guinea pig. I know what's best for me, and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Well, you better call the authorities.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Itasca County Police Department. A law enforcement warning has been issued for the city of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, until further notice. At around 3 a.m. Central Standard Time, a patient was reported missing from the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital in downtown Grand Rapids. This patient goes by the name of Tom Sanchez. He is 28 years old, and is reported to be a 5 foot, 9 inch tall, Caucasian male. He has black hair with light blue eyes, and is considered very physically fit. His intentions for leaving the hospital are currently unknown at this time, but investigations are currently ongoing with hospital staff. It is likely that Tom is not armed or dangerous at this time, but you should still keep your distance if you see him in public. If you spot Tom in public, remain calm, and call your local law enforcement agency. While Tom himself is not currently considered to be dangerous, it is possible he may have something dangerous with him. While specific details are unknown at this time, it is known that Tom was under surveillance at the local hospital for potentially harboring a foreign illness. Information on this illness is currently unavailable at this time, including what symptoms it may cause, or its method of spreading. It is important that Tom is taken back into custody as soon as possible, as this potential illness could be a threat to the general public. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, in conjunction with civil authorities within the state of Minnesota. A contagious disease warning has been issued for the counties of Itasca, Cass, Aitkin, and St. Louis until further notice. Over the past 2 days, a mysterious new illness has been seen in many local medical institutes across northern Minnesota. It is unknown how the disease spreads at this time, but there is a list of common symptoms shared among patients. Generally, the illness seems to affect the respiratory and circulatory systems the most. This includes symptoms of, but are not limited to, shortness of breath, chest pain and discomfort, numbness in the hands or feet, along with chest and nasal congestion, coughing, sneezing, headaches, and general bodily aches and pains. At this time, it is not known if this illness has the potential to cause serious bodily harm or death, but most cases have been relatively minor so far. If you believe you have come into contact with this illness, please consult a healthcare physician immediately. As well as consulting a healthcare provider, ensure you remain calm. Panic may make the situation much worse than it has to be. It is currently theorized that this spread of disease may relate to the escape of Tom Sanchez early in the morning of January 27, 2021. At this time, he has not been located, but he is believed to be the original carrier of this new illness. If you have information that could lead to the safe capture of this man, please contact your local law enforcement office immediately. If you would like, you can remain anonymous, and any helpful information that leads to this man's arrest could entitle you to a cash reward. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
Hello everyone, my name is James Bold with First Coast Weather and News. Today, we have a follow-up to a story we covered just over a week ago on this show. On January 23rd, we had a guest speaker by the name of Tom Sanchez. Tom is a 28-year-old man, who had been taken into police custody on January 20th for at the time unknown reasons. While it is not 100% for certain at this time, we think we have a pretty clear idea on what happened. In the early morning hours of January 27th, an alert was issued over the emergency alert system in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Tom was reported missing from the local hospital he was being kept in for surveillance purposes, and still has not been found to this day. But the warning mentioned that he was believed to be the carrier of a potentially dangerous illness, and it is theorized to have been brought back with him from his trip to Antarctica. It turns out the authorities were right, because on the afternoon of January 29th, a warning was issued that a new, unknown illness was spreading within the city of Grand Rapids and the surrounding areas. Just yesterday, the disease has been given the name of respiratory exhaustion disorder, or RED for short. This disease affects both the respiratory system and the circulatory system, but a majority of symptoms seem to be affecting people in the respiratory area at this time. It is unknown how many people have been potentially exposed to this illness, as exact numbers have been kept pretty well hidden by local government agencies in the area. Right now they say it is not a cause for concern, and that the situation is being overblown for media attention. We here at First Coast Weather and News are not taking our chances with that statement, and we do believe that this could be a serious illness. But I guess we will just have to wait and see how things pan out. For now, we will move on to local news in the area. The state of Florida has voted to increase the minimum wage slowly to $15 an hour over the coming years.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the St. Louis County Police Department. A civil emergency message has been issued for St. Louis County in northern Minnesota, until further notice. Throughout the day today, numerous strange medical emergencies have been occurring within the county of St. Louis. A vast majority of these emergencies occurred within the town of Hibbing. Throughout the day today, there have been 8 different reports of people collapsing on the street corner, seemingly out of nowhere. Most of these individuals were in relatively good health, but it isn't known if they had underlying or unknown health conditions at this time. Eyewitness reports claim that these people seemed to be having trouble breathing, and some were seen clutching their chests before passing out on the ground. The condition of these patients cannot be discussed publicly at this time, due to medical confidentiality laws. Though what can be confirmed is that even though these people were unconscious at the time of their collapse, they still seem to be able to breathe, even if not well. These events are believed to be related to the ongoing disease situation in Minnesota, which has been named respiratory exhaustion disease, or RED for short. Not much is known about RED at this point, other than it seems to primarily affect the respiratory and circulatory systems of the body, and seems to be some sort of bacterial infection. If you believe you have contracted the RED illness, it is advised that you seek medical help immediately. If you cannot immediately reach a medical provider, ensure you are under the supervision of someone else, in case any severe symptoms are to occur. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This message is an emergency update, and will contain information regarding the recently discovered respiratory exhaustion disease, or RED for short. Please listen carefully, as this message may save your life. Respiratory exhaustion disease, or RED for short, is an illness that attacks your respiratory system primarily, but also affects the circulatory system as well. Symptoms include, but are not limited to, shortness of breath, chest pain and discomfort, numbness in the hands or feet, along with chest and nasal congestion, coughing, sneezing, headaches, and general bodily aches and pains. Some new symptoms have appeared in some individuals, such as excessive and fast breathing, also known as hyperventilation, along with blood clots in many individuals. It has also been noted that in some elderly patients, blood clots seem to be occurring at a much higher rate than usual, even in seniors that were relatively healthy compared to other ages. This has led to a handful of deaths through blood clot-induced heart attacks and strokes. Younger people generally are at less of a risk, but that does not mean they are completely safe. People that have been infected with RED will likely be bedridden for days, if not weeks, due to the body struggling to keep up with the oxygen necessary to keep people moving, while also fighting off the disease. It is possible that there will be long-term side effects on patients' lungs, or even in the heart, but this cannot be known for sure at this time. Generally, it is believed that red spreads similarly to other respiratory illnesses, that being primarily through the air. In public places, people are advised to remain away from others, and wear a facial covering where possible. If you or a loved one believes they have been exposed to red, seek healthcare immediately. If this illness continues to spread out of control and become more dangerous, lockdowns may be put into effect by local and state governments. For more information on the red illness, consult the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website, along with local news media in your area. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Cerro Gordo County Police Department. A local area emergency has been issued for the area of Mason City, until further notice. Throughout the day today, there has been a crowd of a couple hundred people in and around downtown Mason City. This group throughout the day has been peaceful, up until the last half hour. These people have been protesting lockdown measures set in place by the local government in Mason City, in order to try and curb the spread of the red disease. As a reminder, a curfew of 6:30 p.m. has been set in place for the city until further notice, and has been active for the past 4 days. These people do not seem to want to go home, and police are getting ready to intervene with this group if necessary. It is unknown if this crowd will get more violent, and it is highly advised you stay away from downtown Mason City until this situation is resolved. If you are outdoors right now, please return to your homes immediately. This is not only to ensure your safety, but also to comply with curfew orders within the city. If you refuse to follow the curfew order, you will face fines and potential criminal prosecution. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the state of Wisconsin. This is an administrative message, and it will contain information pertaining to the ongoing red illness situation that has been unfolding over the past month. New information has been discovered regarding this strange disease, and this information may be critical to saving lives. Please listen carefully to the following message. It has been discovered through medical observation that individuals with the red illness are more prone to severe bouts of anger, irritability, and anxiety. This problem is compounded in people that may already have pre-existing mental health disorders, such as generalized anxiety disorder, or intermittent explosive disorder. People with the red illness may become extremely easy to upset or anger, even under situations that don't warrant an extreme response. This is not just a problem to their mental health, but also their physical health. Due to the nature of the red illness, people may pass out soon after experiencing these bouts of emotional distress, due to the illness already making it harder for people to breathe. This state of emotional distress may also cause people to hyperventilate, which may compound on the breathing problems further. If you or someone around you begins to feel worked up, it is very important that you try and remain calm. Panicking may accelerate the rate at which the disease damages your body, and could lead to longer-lasting side effects.
Over the past couple of days, I've been having extremely vivid and disturbing nightmares. I heard that local offices were conducting medical research on what's going on around here, and I wanted to contribute in any way I could.
That's very kind of you, Blake. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling alright, I guess. I didn't really sleep that well due to the things I saw. I guess so. It's a bit hard to explain, though. When I sleep, it's peaceful for maybe 2 or 3 hours. Then, the nightmares start. I can never make anything out completely. Generally speaking, I hear a loud ringing of sorts, and it's almost deafening. I can't really see anything either. It's like I'm standing in some sort of black void. I can hear vague whispers, but it's as if the ringing is drowning them out. Occasionally, I'll see a bright burst of color that is almost blinding, but I don't know what the cause of that is.
Would you mind telling me what you saw?
No, Mr. Schlaflin. I think that's all I got to tell you for now.
That sounds like a lot to handle. I'm sorry you have to experience that. I do want to remind you you're supposed to keep track of what you see each night. Since you're being involved in this program, we're gonna want to see you more frequently, as much as possible. We don't want to overwhelm you too much, so unless you have anything else to say, that will be all for this.
It's the least I can do. I will see you again soon.
Understandable. Thank you for your help, Blake. You're doing a world of good by contributing to our research. I'll see you again soon.
This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within northern Wisconsin. This is an administrative message being issued in regards to an ongoing situation within the state of Wisconsin. Please stand by for important information. Over the past week, many teenagers have reported having vivid and disturbing nightmares. This strange phenomena seems to be spreading out of the previous age group, which was around the years of 9 to 16 years old. Cases have been reported in individuals as young as 6 and as old as 21. The cause behind this event is still unknown at this time. Affected individuals have reported a general decline in their state of mind and have noted a high increase in symptoms of anxiety, depression, paranoia, and restlessness. While there is no solution to this problem as of now, there are some things you can do to try and combat the effects of this event. If you are having trouble staying asleep, over-the-counter sleep aids such as melatonin may help you have a more restful night's sleep. It is also advised that anyone experiencing these nightmares avoid contact with media that is generally considered to be scary or frightening. This can include anything, but mainly involves books, movies and TV shows, video games, and online video content. If you are struggling mentally due to this event, do not hesitate to reach out to a health professional for help. Unfortunately, many psychologists and psychiatrists in the area are booked due to the sharp uptick in people presenting with mental illness-related problems. Many primary care providers are still available for appointments in the near future though. While this event is not considered an immediate threat to your life, it is possible that it can develop into one. There have been a few rare instances of people suffering seizures or strokes, which can lead to long-term brain damage or even death. If you witness someone having a seizure or a stroke, contact 911 immediately. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
This is my second therapy session with 16-year-old Blake Diaz. Now, Blake, have you been experiencing any nightmares since we have last spoken?
Yes, I have, sir. And I feel like they have gotten worse.
I'm sorry to hear that, Blake. Can you please explain what you mean?
For better or for worse, I've been able to understand more of what's going on in my dreams. It seems like what is occurring is more particular now, and like it is targeting some of my deepest fears.
If you don't mind, can you give me some more examples?
For one, spiders. I fucking hate spiders. I've had at least 3 nightmares about them in the past few days. Sometimes it's relatively harmless and nothing happens. Sometimes it's gruesome, and I always wake up in a cold sweat from them. Some of them are a bit more vague, though, like dreams about the end of the world. That's always something I've worried about. When will the end be? And what will it be like? I keep hearing voices saying that the end will be brutal and torturous, and I don't know how to feel about all of this.
Blake, I know this is all very scary, but you need to keep in mind, these are just dreams and they cannot hurt you.
I don't know about that one, Doc. When I wake up, I'm frequently in a panic and I have aches all over my body, mainly in my neck, my chest, and my head. I may wake up and my heart will be beating out of my chest, or there's a stinging in my neck, or my head is pounding. It's a terrible feeling. I also feel awful mentally. I'm scared that what the voices are saying may come true.
I know you're scared, Blake, but don't worry. I'm sure your family will make sure nothing happens to you. Just try and get some rest when you can, okay? And remember, don't listen to what those voices say. They aren't real.
Alright, sir. I promise. I will try my best.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Winnebago County Police Department. A law enforcement warning has been issued for Winnebago, Outagamie, and Calumet counties, until further notice. Throughout the previously mentioned regions, there has been numerous instances of civil unrest. A multitude of crimes have occurred, including, but are not limited to, grand theft auto, robbery, arson, public indecencies, assault, and battery. The current cause behind this crime wave is believed to be related to the ongoing situation involving an outbreak and vivid nightmares in local communities. What first started out as an event primarily affecting the Green Bay area, has now spread to the surrounding areas. When many of these criminals were detained, they would frequently scream what seemed to be nonsensical phrases about the end of the world, or that their leader would not be happy with them. One example of these strange behaviors included a man claiming that his only purpose on this earth was to raise hell and cause as much damage as possible. Local police departments are currently working as fast as possible to contain this growing problem. If you see any unusual or violent behavior in public, do not hesitate to call 911. Keep your distance from these individuals, and do not try to apprehend them yourselves. Doing so could be putting the lives of you and others around you in danger. Along with these crimes, local police departments also have reported a sharp increase in suicide reports around the area. It is advised that anyone within the Appleton area remain indoors until this situation is resolved, unless it is absolutely necessary you leave your home. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
The date is May 16th, 2021. This is my third therapy session with teenager Blake Diaz. So, Blake, anything new going on with your nightmares?
Yes, actually. I feel like I'm actually getting closer to figuring out the meaning, at least for myself personally.
Oh, really? Why is that?
The dreams are becoming more and more specific each night. There's been a recurring theme, and a creature of interest. I don't know exactly how to describe them. It's like their physical form can't be comprehended. They seem to be creatures made out of shadows and darkness. Their bodies are almost entirely pitch black, and they don't seem to have any features except for two white splotches for eyes. Considering their bodies are so dark, I can't really make out exactly what they are, but they don't seem to be fully solid. They move fluidly, like they are made up of some sort of gas or other viscous substance. They also seem to have some sort of long beak, kind of like a woodpecker, but thinner.
That's really interesting. We heard some similar reports from other patients. Did this creature try to communicate with you?
Yes, actually. It seemed to speak in a language I couldn't comprehend, but I could occasionally make out some words that sounded like English, phrases such as nightmare, the end, vitality, and eternal life. The dreams would frequently involve me being hunted by this monster, but I never got to see the end. I always snapped awake before it could hurt me.
That sounds incredibly terrifying, but also very interesting. I think we may be getting close to finding a cause for this strange event, even if it does seem too surreal to be true. Thank you again, Blake, and please stay safe out there. People are getting rowdy.
I'll try my best, Doc. Thank you for all of your help.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Green Bay Police Department. A local area emergency has been issued for the Green Bay metropolitan area until further notice. Throughout the evening, many reports have come in of people seeing strange creatures roaming the streets of Green Bay. Reports vary on their exact physical characteristics, but generally, the consensus seems to be that they are tall, dark, and that they don't seem to have a completely solid physical form. These creatures began to show up around sunset earlier this evening, and it is unknown what they are doing. At this time, all residents are advised to remain in their homes, and to not go outdoors. Currently, there have been no reports of injuries or deaths related to these unknown creatures, but you should not get involved with them in any way, shape, or form. It is unknown if there are any methods of eliminating these creatures at this time, but it is advised that you keep a loaded firearm with you, if you have access to one. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This is an emergency update. The following message will contain important information involving the ongoing situation in northeastern Wisconsin. Please stand by, as this information could be life-saving. The strange creatures that were reported to be roaming the streets of Green Bay disappeared once the sun rose. It is currently being assumed these creatures only appear at night. For what reason that is, nobody currently knows. If you spot another one of these creatures tonight, please report it to your local law enforcement agency immediately. In addition to the previous statements, it seems that the situation involving vivid nightmares in the area has worsened. Generally, anyone between the ages of 5 to 50 years old has reported having these strange nightmares. They seem to be becoming more specific, with general topics including someone's phobias, deepest fears, and general anxiety about the end of the world. More people have been reported dead in the area, whether due to suicide, or what seems to be cardiac arrest. This situation is currently still underway, but authorities feel that they may be reaching a solution. It is not advised you go outside, as there are still many people out on the streets behaving in manic ways, and the creatures may still return at nightfall. Leaving the area does not seem to help, as people that have left are still reporting symptoms relating to these nightmares. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
This is my fourth therapy session with teenager Blake Diaz. Further sessions will be done remotely due to the ongoing situation within Green Bay. Now, Blake, how have things been the past few days?
I'm feeling terrible, doctor. I haven't slept in 4 days, and it is really starting to get to me. I'm constantly exhausted, but my body doesn't seem to want to let me sleep. I also learned recently that one of my friends was found dead from what seemed to be a suicide, presumably because they couldn't handle the pressure of the situation we were in.
I'm sorry for your loss, Blake. I wish there was something I could do to help you.
What if all of this really is pointless, man? What if we don't make it out of this, alright?
Why would you say that?
Because it doesn't seem like things are getting any better. I'm starting to believe maybe those creatures are right. I don't know what the hell any of us did to deserve this shit.
Don't talk like that. We are going to find a way out.
I hope so. I don't know how much longer I can take this.
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Green Bay Police Department. A civil danger warning has been issued for all of Brown County, until further notice. It seems that the nightmare creatures that were reported to be roaming the streets over the past few nights have been actively attacking people in their homes. Post-mortem autopsies that were performed on victims of these attacks have shown that there are frequently needle-sized holes in the necks of these individuals. What this came from is currently unknown, but it is believed that the nightmare creatures are using some sort of neurotoxin or other poison on people. Currently, there is no known defense against these creatures. Your best course of action is to try your best to not sleep if possible. Sleep deprivation can have major harmful effects on the human body, but at the moment, it seems that this is the best way to defend against these creatures. They do not seem to attack people who are awake. They also seem to be able to go through windows and walls without breaking anything. Many victims report seeing a sort of smoke materialize in their room, before losing any recollection of what happened. If you must sleep, try to sleep in 60 to 85-minute intervals.
you